Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. So, I've been thinking a lot about some stuff I've been watching unfold on social media, and it's an exciting unfolding because, talking about human design and sharing information about human design has become electrified and dynamic. We were having conversations in social media that we haven't been having yet about what is human design. And it's been fun after doing this for 22 years to really see people jump into the conversation about human design. One of the things that I've been noticing and kind of paying attention to, and this is something that actually comes up with my clients a lot too, or my students, is I see some people posting things like, well, I don't really get my type. I really relate to a different type than perhaps the one that I am. So I've had people who are saying things like, wow, my chart says I'm a generator, but I really identify more with the projector and how I do things. And it oftentimes boils down to the conversation about how we do things, and type and strategy becomes related to how we do things, which is actually a really generator kind of a conversation, isn't it? Because really, human design isn't about how we do things. And I think sometimes when we step into human design, or we're looking at human design, or whatever it is that we're looking at, whether it's Enneagram, whether it's, astrology, whatever it is, we're always looking for a hack for how we do things. And a hack that is somehow, if we just follow these 5 basic steps, or whatever it might be, we're going to be able to manifest whatever it is that we want to manifest. And for those of you who have been around on this planet for as long as I have, there's no hack for that, right? That, yes, there are things that you can do that can influence your life experience. And there are things that you can do to make your life more meaningful and more aligned and more beautiful. But there's no hack to guarantee that it's always going to be all roses and peachy beautiful, and that's good. I think that part of it is we have to start taking the judgment off of those places where perhaps, if we're not manifesting what we think we should be manifesting, that's not bad. Or if our life suddenly gets the rug pulled out from underneath it, that's also not bad. That is not something that you've done necessarily to screw up. That oftentimes that's your soul calling you forward into a major pattern disrupt with your identity, so that you can get spit out into this void, if you will, and from that void define for yourself a new story, a bigger story, a better story. But I go down a rabbit hole with that. The thing that I just really want to throw out here is that your human design isn't a hack for manifesting. Understanding your type and strategy is not about how you do, it's actually about how you be. I want to invite you into an exploration, and this is for all of you, even though I'm saying the word invite. I want to invite you into an exploration that there is a path in front of you, and it's a path. There's many, many ways you can get to this path, and there's many, many ways you can enjoy walking on this path, but there is a path in front of you that ultimately is the unfolding of your potential. And that knowing your human design isn't about how do you do something to create something. And I think probably the problem is we're using the word create, and that becomes a verb, and that becomes a generator verb. And maybe what we forget is that the creative process is about allowing a dream to call us forward, allowing a potential to call us forward, and aligning with that unfolding of that dream and that potential, and not forcing something into being as part of a creative process. But what if there's this beautiful path that's filled with potential in front of you, and what if the way in which you get to walk on that path is that you let go, you surrender, you enter into this state of deep presence that allows you to become curious and aware of the potentials in front of you. And following your strategy, you then take the next right step, that is the next essential part of fulfilling your purpose, your potential. The story of who you are, that story that only you can follow, only you can fulfill. I mean, that's the cool part, right? So I've written 2 little sentences for you today, just some contemplations for you to explore what does type actually mean to you, and what does it mean to you in the context of you personally. I want you to, and that's the other thing about human design we don't talk about a lot. You know, human design isn't about you following a system. It's about you learning to tune into yourself through the awareness that you get from understanding how your energy operates. You learning to tune into yourself so that you can have your own experience, your own experiment, your own discovery of how you work and what's good and right for you. And that ultimately, in the end, you're designed to use that understanding to then follow the cues and clues about the things that feel good and right for you in your life. It's not some rigid system that you get stuck into and suddenly you're this type. First of all, type itself doesn't tell you everything about the chart. It's just one part of the chart. That's like saying, I'm a female or I'm a male. You know, your type, you know, as a female person or somebody who identifies right now as being female, there's still a lot of other parts of my personality that go beyond just, oh, I'm a female. And type is kind of like that. It's one part of a really unique and beautiful story that only you can be living. So here are my 2 sentences that I want to share with you today, just again, as an invitation for you to contemplate. So you ready? Type helps us interpret the invisible invitation to life, the the invitation to life's intelligence, pointing us toward our maximum potential. I am so going to read that again because I can't read my own handwriting. So I want you to hear this because this is what came to me this morning, my meditation, and it really resonated for me personally, and I hope it resonates for you. Your human design type helps you interpret the invisible invitation to life's intelligence, pointing you towards your maximum potential. Okay, that's the first thing. Here's the second thing. By following our strategy, we become more aware, more present, more allowing, and more open to the mystery of what is unfolding before us. So it's not about this strategy makes me manifest. It's about knowing who you are and how you interface with the cosmic cha-cha-cha that is the dance of life allows you to be more present to the unfolding of that path that is yours, that path of who you are meant to be in this incarnation. So I hope that leaves you with something to contemplate and think about. Hello to all of you who have been here, and I just hope for you. This is the thing. I don't want you to get locked into like, this is my strategy and this is what I have to do to create. I want you to get locked into the idea that there is a beautiful path for you, and that when you step on that path and you walk on that path, maybe beautiful things won't happen all the time, but your life gets juicier and more meaningful and more relevant to you, and you get to embrace the beauty of that place in the cosmic plan, that vital, unique, and irreplaceable place that only you as a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event that only you can fulfill. That's it. Have a great day. Love you guys.